Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We are the RC Sailors, and today we are going to do our review of the Thunder Tiger K-Rock RC Monster Truck. This is a 1/8 scale bundle of fun for $500. We picked ours up directly from TheRcSaylors.com, so we'll have the product link for you in the description box below if you want to check it out for yourself. Now it's 4-wheel drive, and it's really kind of classified as more of a basher style RC. Abby is the ground specialist. She has a blast with the ground vehicles. And what do you think of this RC overall? Your first impression?
This is a beast of an RC. It performed well in everything I threw it at. The main thing that I was impressed with was that it was just really stable.
Yeah.
It took sharp turns really well. Now we got some video of it actually flipping. But compared to other products on the market, it always seems like they spend more time on their back than anything. This one, that wasn't the case. That's what I liked most. I didn't have to keep going and flipping it back over. It always seemed like it landed on its feet.
It did great. To attribute to that, it's got a low, wide center of gravity. So it's very it's very heavy and meaty feeling when you pick it up. I don't know how much it weighs with the batteries in it, but this thing is very hefty.
Yeah.
And I mean, just showing you doesn't really do much, but you just take my word for it. This thing has some weight to it. It's got a lot of metal parts.
We put the wheelie bar on. We did some with the wheelie bar, some videos without the wheelie bar. And we did the Wheelie Mania, and some of you guys were asking us to compare it to some of our other wheelie vehicles. The ones that we featured in the past, okay, those are like $200 vehicles. This is a $500 vehicle. Don't even compare. And that's like comparing apples to like bananas. Like, what?
So a few stats to throw at you, but not a ton because we're not a stat channel. That's what these manuals and instructions are for, and the website link below. It does have a 2000 kV brushless motor, and this thing is huge. It's a massive can under the hood. And the hood here, the body, is held on with 4 body clips.
That are attached.
That's super nice. It's great because, you know, you lose body clips all the time. This way, you're not going to lose them. So you take the Lexan body off, and then underneath we have this huge red motor. You can see it there standing out, and both of the batteries are mounted on the side. Now this it does not come with the batteries to run it. You'll need, and this is what we are running, 2 cell 5200 milliamp LiPo batteries. So that's over 10,000 milliamps of power. You can run it on 3 cells of power, but from what we have seen online and other people driving it, it's going to strip the gears pretty quickly. We can ride extremely long wheelies. We can climb. And
it's stable too. Like we've had some in the past that they kind of like monster walk, like.
Yeah.
This one is just like
straight wheelie. We've seen other people, you know, like to strip the gears, but we've climbed steep hills. We've done crazy bashing. It's pretty fast. And that's all on 4 total cells. That's 2 cell batteries.
Yes.
One of my favorite features, I think we can power it up and show you this here in the video. Listen. Alright?
It's got a speaker.
I like that. It is our first one with the speaker. I'll let that, it dies down and everything. It sounds great. You can turn that up and down with the push of a button on top. It already comes wired, and everything it's ready to run except for the batteries that you need for the truck. Now you've got huge aluminum shocks in here. The steering servo is pretty strong, and everything as far as the receiver, the servo, all that stuff is waterproofed except for the speaker. So if you're going to run it through a lot of water, you want to take that speaker out. The tires are huge. The wheelie bar is awesome. We've got a larger wheel on here. It does come with a smaller wheel too for your wheelie bar.
It was easy to put on too.
Very, very easy. Here's the smaller wheel. And speaking of which, other stuff that it comes with, if you want to see everything in detail that comes with this truck, we have an unboxing we can link here for you. But it does come with all the little tools and spare parts, including this massive wrench for the tires and other things that you'll need to help maintain this as you drive it and bash it and beat it up. We've driven it a huge handful of times already. Everything's still in one piece. The body has a little crack on the bumper on the back.
Yeah.
Abby is really tough on RCs.
Just right there.
Really tough.
And maybe some just little scratches on the main bars, and that's about it. Two things. I have two complaints.
Okay.
First issue, number one.
I know what you're gonna say.
The battery compartment.
They suck.
They tried to waterproof it, and maybe we're missing something like really, really obvious.
I don't think so.
But there's nowhere for the cord to come out of the battery hatch.
Right.
So when you close it, you're pinching your battery and ruining your battery.
The wires.
The wires.
So one thing you can do
And it's like impossible to get it back open.
It's okay, we'll get it later. One thing you can do when you get yours is just make a quick modification. Take some strong snippers of some kind and cut out a little tiny, not even a 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch hole so your wire can run out of the box on both sides.
And then just put it in like if you're gonna run it through water, just put it in like a little bag and seal it off, and then you're good. Number two complaint, the only other thing that went wrong with this is where it goes on the front, I don't know what these are called, but it
just the body mount.
Jammed through this up here.
It's a great design.
And it kind of bent it. This comes off now. Maybe they all come off.
No, that's glued on.
But it's fine. You just glue it back on, and we've already ran it once after I did that, so it's fine. But this jammed through it, and so this bigger round piece was stuck through the top. So I had to take it all apart, pull this out to finally be able to take my body off. That was the only other annoying thing that happened.
In all of the runs that we've had, for those to be the only two negative experiences are actually really good, because every RC that we get, planes, quads, trucks, boats, anything, everything has something to complain about, some negative aspect. Those are very small things that can be fixed, and the only reason that jabbed through is because you were ramping it and coming down pretty hard on it. So it punched that through, and then it was hard to take back off. But we did it, we just unscrewed those and took it off.
Yeah.
The transmitter's really nice. It does need 6 AA batteries that last for a long time. It's got amazing range. It feels really good. It's ergonomical. It's big, and you have every type of throttle trim and steering trim and everything that you could ask for in an RC like this, including a button on the side. So I think you can wire this up to be like a 3-channel transmitter, so that if you have lights on your RC, you can turn them on and off from here.
Yes, and it would be so easy to convert this to lights too. I mean, it's pretty much ready for the bars to be stuck.
It's got a light bucket, but they are not lit up.
Right.
So you need
to get the light set. But as I said, it's all you really have to do is like, is like stick it in there like it's already ready.
Yeah, and the wire harness here, because it has that speaker, is ready for the lights. You just got to put the lights in yourself. So super easy to set up. Now you guys know this by now, and if you don't subscribe, so you do know this, but us.
Hey, it's Popeye!
Hey, Popeye. Us, the RC Sailors, we're more worried about the fun factor of RCs in the total hobby, even expensive stuff, more than the stats and the numbers. We did a speed test, we've done the unboxing.
And our reviews are pretty much just to tell you whether we think it's worth the money and whether it was fun or not.
Right. There's paperwork that comes with it. If you want to read every stat in detail, we've got the links for you in the description box. But do we like it? Is this worth $500 kind of compared to other RCs in the hobby, and just $500 in general? Abby, what do you think?
It's worth every penny. I would buy this 5 billion times over again. I love it. Too. It made me smile the whole time, like to where I could feel my cheeks are hurting because I was just laughing and smiling so much.
It's a blast.
There's no doubt in my mind. This is fun.
If you're a plane guy,
we had a great experience.
A quad guy, or already a truck guy, this is, I know Axial has a great name for themselves, so does Traxxas.
And we love those trucks just as much as anything. But
Arma's good budget, but yeah, that's exactly right. We went out on a limb here to take a risk to show you guys with a new company to us. They're not new in general, and it's totally worth it. It's a home run, and I agree with Abby. I think this is worth adding it to your collection. Put it on your Christmas list or birthday list if you can't afford it. Start saving your pennies.
And we saw another RC YouTube channel. They had trouble with their spur gear, and we've had our share of spur gear issues.
Yeah.
Haven't had it with this yet.
Zero.
I hope we never have to have it because I don't want to have to fix it, but You know, we've ran this
hard
and a lot, and those two things I told you.
That was the
only
only
issues.
That's
so
it.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. There's our opinion of the K-Rock. We're going to continue to drive it, continue to bash it. We'll have it with us. A lot of times when we go out and make a day of RCs, this is kind of like our go-to, especially for Abby. This is her new kind of favorite overall ground vehicle. Just a good basher in general. So that's it. If you want to see more reviews from us, planes, quads, ground vehicles,
anything,
and we give away monthly RCs every single month. We've been doing it for years now. And be sure to subscribe to our channel if this is your first time here. If not, thank you guys so much for those of you that are continued watchers. We could not do this without your support. Thank you. We look forward to charging some batteries, getting this out again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
bye.